Gone. Wins the first ruck contest. He just dropped it. Thought his way through it. Salem. Clever kick. Pickett. Working hard and presenting well. Great play. Radaglia is a rock in defence. Can he find a teammate? Boak has found some space. He might have thought about the corridor. Farrell. That one was always his. Doesn't often waste it. McDonald got a fist in. Burn-Jones. The Demons on the ball now. Comes free in the tackle. Pepper couldn't mark. Burgoyne dealt with the pressure. Butters. Can he hit a target? Rosie gets to the front spot and can line them up.
Should put them on the board here. Just a question of accuracy.
Struck it well. No problems there.
The Demons cannot afford to let them move the ball like that because they will run right.
One goal straight plays, no score. Gorn wins it out of the centre. Windsor, Oliver. This is promising. Quality delivery by foot. Takes the short option. Melsham gets on the end of it. That's great footy.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Drop punt looks good. He's got it.
So important to get the ball for effort. On that occasion, the finish matched the quality of the work upfield.
After it's done,
both teams on the board now. The two big men do battle. Petrarca read it well. Drew, it's a hot footy. There might have been an argument for a free kick there. Gorn showing his skills. Butters. Richards takes the advantage. By hand. Sweet under pressure. Boak. The defenders will be nervous. May tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Georgiades lines them up, makes good contact and puts it through.
They're after a big game from him today, and that's a great start.
Goal for goal early. Sweet with a deft tap. Drew. They've put themselves under pressure. Butters. He's caught. A bit of a panicked handball. Good build-up. He's besieged. Butters leading from the front. He's going for home. And why wouldn't he with a finish like that?
Well, he saw the opening and put it away. Makes a real difference if you can consistently take those kinds of opportunities.
The Power by 12. Windsor, Petrarca manages to get off a handball. Cops some unwanted attention. Crowd cries ball, and they get their wish.
That's what happens when you find yourself in two minds.
Spargo, Henderson wins a hard ball. Fritsch has it within range. Key contest coming up. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Petrarca, Bergman is calm in a crisis. Spargo, kicks a goal.
It doesn't matter who you are, it's always good to get an early one on the ball.
Good match so far. Sweet with a deft tap. Butters, Drew. They're going hammer and tong. Met solidly. One of the easier decisions the umpires will need to make today. The runner will be out in a minute. Searching kick. Pickett works hard to present. Is anyone home? That play should have resulted in a shot at goal. Little one to half-back. Burgoyne pushes into space and receives the footy. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Normally delivers. Pepper drives it inside the forward 50. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. Langdon with a chance to relieve the pressure. Gorn. Can he impose himself on the match? Viney fumbles it. Van Rooyen throws it on the boot. Burgoyne navigated the traffic. Georgiades, Lord.
It was
Good
just
penetration
set
on
up
the
like
kick.
this Benham's
Dumped
fucking
away.
back.
Pepper looking to hit up the short option. Chandler didn't need to be asked twice. They're tackling with venom today.
It would stick out like Mr. Brooks a tall man.
What a time here, a great contest so far, and lots to look forward to. Gary Lyons here. Gaz, what are your thoughts on what we've seen so far?
The Demons won plenty of ball in that first quarter. In fact, they're leading the clearance count, but they undid some of their good work with sloppy disposal. If they can combine both elements, they'll be very confident they can win this game.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you.
then my ball.
He'll draw them level if he's accurate.
He doesn't miss many, so you wouldn't think this would pose any problems.
The first word I got. Oh, you gave me.
Drop punt, that'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
The Demons with the first of the second term. The big men fly. Butters, Rosie, Drew running in support. Squeezes the kick. Burgoyne turns it over in the middle. Not wanting to bomb to a contest. Manages to find a teammate. Fritz, strong grab. The Demons can build something here. Radaglia goes without it. Van Rooyen, he's got another one.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Demons by a goal. Good ruck work. Langford, Butters, wins it back. Sweet, kicks to space, honours the lead. What's he got on offer? Picking their way through. Drew is the target, and he marks.
One of those ones that should be kicked. It's amazing how often players miss them.
He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
They want to get it in his hands as much as they can with finishing like that.
Back on terms again. Sweet slaps it out. Rosie. He's been busy so far. Can't get hold of it. Lever gets to it first. Good thinking and good execution too. Takes the logical option. Salem, Oliver, all alone in the centre square. A bit of keeping's off. He's hit up the lead. Risk-free footy at the moment. Alarm bells are ringing. Bombs it in. Bergman doing what he does best. Farrell does well under pressure. Burgoyne with a chance to run. A good kick here and they'll be in business. That's generous and this could hurt the other way. He doesn't waste many. Henderson has charged into space. Burgoyne putting his body on the line. Lord on a lead. The defence is disorganised. Burn-Jones is in the clear and marks uncontested.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
You got it 60.
Riskin off the boot. He's got it.
I feel better now they're in front. They're getting some reward on the scoreboard.
The power, and then noses in front. Gorn showing his skills. Petrarca. Butters. They're moving the footy quickly. Lever with the big fist. Chandler. Burn-Jones wins it back. They're tackling with great intent.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Gorn gets his hand to it. An opportunity here. He's a smart player, but he hasn't struck that as well as he might have. Really behind.
He wouldn't miss them there too often, and he's rightly annoyed with himself.
Looking for a quick transition. Chandler working hard and being rewarded. Petrarca can keep it moving. Clever kick. The Demons are out of trouble. Well played.
At least you know it was
Probing ball. McDonald has got loose. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. They've opened them up here. Doesn't often waste it. Gorn. Spargo showing real strength. Butters wins it back. The kick was misdirected. Ignoring the corridor for now. Good work rate. Tries a safe ball. That's well played. Can he find a teammate? This ought to end in a goal. He's been industrious. Bowing finds himself unattended. Golden opportunity here.
The Demons with a late chance.
Bowing rams it home.
He managed to find some space and he was never going to have a problem converting from there.
There's just a point in this one at the long break. We could be headed for an exciting finish. It's time for some observations from Gary Lyon.
Full credit to both sides for their defensive pressure. Neither of them have looked like buckling, and it's not hard to see this one remaining tough and tight. I'd be surprised if there's more than a couple of kicks in it at the end.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. Can't keep hold of it. McDonald, Petrarca, what a game he's having. Langford, the defence has fallen down. Felt the pressure, desperate defence. driven into the turf, and that'll be a free kick. This could result in a goal.
Goals haven't exactly flowed so far, so this would be valuable.
Two already today. Can he make it 3? You bet he can.
He just had too much space to work with on that occasion and took full time.
The Demons are taking it right up to their more fancied opponents. Vaughan is teaching him a lesson. Rosie, Drew, Chandler making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Richards knew the tackle was coming. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Gawn, it's been a mighty performance. Rivers gathers on the half volley. He hasn't been himself today. Fritsch fighting hard. They cannot keep him quiet. It looks a well-oiled forward line.
He hasn't looked like missing so far, so I'll back him in here.
This will be another one, will it? No, it's a poster.
Gee, he'd be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Rosie has found some space. Searching kick. Rivers got a fist in. Fritsch, can he hit a target? The benefit of the doubt does not apply here.
Oh, come on, that is harsh, umpire.
Lowers the eyes. Boak. He's only had the one inside 50. Fritsch read it well. I've liked his game today. Melksham, dangerous to leave on his own. Boak in the right spot at the right time. Petrarca gathers. It's a thumping kick, but it's off target and minus score.
I think it was within his rights to have a crack from there, even though he'll be disappointed with the result.
Takes the short option from the kick in. Bergman works hard to present. Normally delivers. Burgoyne. That's good work rate. And they're away. They're moving the footy well here. The power should be able to clear now. Gawn dishes it off. Pickett under pressure. Lever collects the half volley. He's been accosted. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Gawn has had his measure today, like Batman and Robin. Spargo, they've worked it well.
He's 1 from 1 so far.
Chance to extend the margin, but alas, he has hit the post.
Lucky he's not the kind to be easily deterred.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Quality delivery by Foot. He's generally a good kick. Feeling the heat. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. Gawn is giving him a bath. Can he impose himself on the match? Langdon wins it back. Great mark. The dam wall might be about to burst. Melksham uses the body well.
He hasn't done a lot today, but he's still done some good things.
Melksham has one already. Now it's 2.
He hasn't had a big impact, but he's still found a way to kick a couple.
The Demons having a good patch. Gawn has been dominant in the ruck. Petrarca got to go quickly. Time running out. What can they build here? Terrific tackle. Burgoyne going for territory. Unable to get it inside 50. The Demons are bringing great energy. Spargo, Gawn, he's got support. Bowie. You can see their confidence growing. Marshall takes an excellent grab. Well-weighted kick. Fritsch cuts it off. We turn for home with an upset well and truly on the cards. Can these spirited underdogs hold on? Time to check in with Gary.
Space has been hard to come by for the most part, and players have been constantly harassed and pressured into errors. The intensity's been fantastic, but it does take a toll, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the game open up as fatigue sets in. Then it becomes about who's prepared to do the gut running and take some risks.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. Gorn accepted the invitation. Solid tackle. Gravity wasn't his friend there. Sends them inside 50 again. That's careless kicking. A chance to clear now. Good thinking and good execution too. He doesn't waste many. Georgiades makes position. Can he be the fire starter? Hits the deck. Missed opportunity. Lever. Bowie was pushed up. The Demons are playing like winners. The kick is precise. It's a bad mistake. The clock is the enemy now. Butters. His field kicking is normally first rate. Rioli made the footy his. And that's a letdown. The Demons are red hot at the moment. McDonald, Bowie, takes the short option. This is good ball movement. Looking to hit up the short option. The kick is a poor one. Burgoyne working hard and presenting well. He might have thought about the corridor. Rioli in the clear. He's had little impact so far. Horn Francis gives it everything. May spoils. Drew is always dangerous inside 50. Butters with a flying shot at goal. It's good.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
It's an understatement to say they needed that one. Langford, Oliver, Sparrow, Langdon. He'll be annoyed at himself letting the tackle slip high. The Demons looking ominous. Melksham gets on the end of it. That's great footy. Long ball in. Sin tries to spike it out of the danger zone. He's normally dependable, and he is this time.
That's a quality finish. He's a beautiful kick at goal when his confidence is up.
The Demons are holding them at bay. Gorn, it's a masterclass in ruck work. They're going nowhere, and we'll have a stoppage near the centre. Gorn could do this with his eyes closed. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Burne-Jones couldn't haul that one in. Horn Francis, Boak getting their handball game going. Burgoyne, he hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
Great team goal. They keep playing like that, and they won't be behind for long.
Probably too little too late, but this isn't beyond the realms of possibility. Gorn showing his skills. Squeezes the kick. Richards in the centre square. Couldn't get a disposal. Butters onto it in a flash. Good disciplined defence. Look at him go. Petty leading by example. Aaliyah picks off the pass. What's he got on offer? He's having a dirty day. Horn Francis has charged into space. The defence has fallen down. Chandler is proving very difficult to pass. Langdon, all on his own. Langford can keep it moving. Pickett lays it off. Oliver. Remarkably, this will be his first inside 50. He'd like that one back. Jones putting his body on the line. Short passing in the back line is risky business, and that's why.
Goals have been tough to come by. Got to make the most of your opportunities.
It's a deep kick. McDonald! Right spot, right time.
Nothing better than to convert a big contested mark into a goal.
Bends it around the body. That's on target. Through it goes. The Demons by 14. They might as well not have a run. Langford, Sparrow. McDonald takes a beauty. Good handball. Langdon. He's copped some of his own medicine. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Gorn continues to have his way.